Hey, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button if you like the content. If not, appreciate you tuning in. So I'm going to be talking about Caitlin Clark's second game, their team. And as I told y'all before, it's going to be very important that the Indiana Fevers and the Chicago Sky does well this season because that's going to drive the lead. So if these two teams have a real successful time, then basically, you can almost guaranteed the growth for the WNBA. If not, man, I don't know what to say. But so far, man, Kaylin has been struggling. She's been struggling a lot. The first debut that she had, which was away, she had ended up having a double-double, 20 points, 10 turnovers. Now, the second game, she also struggled, right? Went 2 from 8 again. But this time she ended up having only 9 points. But the thing that I want to pay attention to is the 3-point shooting. So far, Caitlin cannot shoot. She's only hitting 27% of her shots. I believe she shot at least 16 3-pointers and only made about 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just basically going off the top of my head at this moment. But man, in order for the Indiana to actually be um, able to be into games, man, they got to score. They need more from the role players, which Kaylin Clark is right now. I know that she's supposed to be the star of the team, but the thing that I would say is this: the 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 same format that she's trying to go with or that she went with in college is the same thing that she's trying to utilize now, far as being in the WNBA. And it's not winning them games and it's not working. So therefore, I would say that Kaylin Clark needs to have more of a mid-range shot. She needs to do more penetration. She went 2 from 8, and seven of those 8 shots that she made was 3-pointers. It's not going to get her where she want to go. And I'm sorry, a lot of people don't want to hear it, but this is exactly why it's not okay for people to crown somebody early when they never even, step foot in the WNBA. Some people called this lady the GOAT, which is misleading. It was deceitful. It was basically them trying to crown her and basically put her in a place, in a position that she wasn't at. I told y'all when it came to Diana Taurasi, this is a person that's not better than Diana Taurasi. I said this. She came in here so far. I think she would do better. But the main thing that she's learning right now is that she cannot come into the WNBA with that same strategy. And not only that, she's not even making 3-point shots. So what do we need? I'm gonna break a little bit down. First of all, I want to say when it comes to the Indiana Fever, Aaliyah Boston need to give more. You know what I'm saying? I know she had like 7 rebounds. She ended up scoring 12 points, but that's not enough. Okay. A lot of them, they was offensive rebounds, but she got to give just a little bit more. The other person that has to do more is Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler didn't give nothing. She only scored 4 points, and she only give like 4 assists. That's not gonna help. Caitlin Clark shouldn't be the one that have all the assists. In fact, hers was she had 9 points, okay, out of 30 minutes. She went 1 from 7 from the 3-point line. Okay. Then she had a total of 7 rebounds with 6 assists. But she needs more. You can't have role players that's not doing their part, and then you got some people like what's her name? Breanna Stewart. Breanna Stewart is a dog. I told y'all that. I did one on Breanna Stewart. Breanna Stewart scored 31 points and very efficient, 12 from 21, 1 for 3, had 10 rebounds with 4 assists and 2 blocks to go with it. Those are the type of numbers that you're going to need if you want to be great. And then you can't have Jonquel Jones, who's averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. You cannot have her outdoing your whole entire team. It just don't make sense. If people like Kaylin want to do better, they're going to have to bring a team atmosphere. It's not about her. And that's where the league is failing. That's where the team is failing. But I did like what Coach said. You know, you're going to have to step in and take those mid-range shots. Everything can't be, played the way that you played in college. These people are more equipped. These coaches can make better adjustments than a lot of them. That's how you going to get better. Ain't no way. They averaged about 16 points each quarter. 16 points. Now, I'm going to say, first quarter, 25 points New York, 16 Indiana. Second quarter, 23 points New York, 15 Indiana. Third, 19 New York, 25 Indiana. Fourth quarter, 35 points New York and only 10 Indiana. They're barely scoring. And everybody thought, they thought Caleb is just the hero, the shero. And it's not the case. You still got to play the game. But this time you playing with people that has better training, that's a lot more physical, that has, set their sights on Caitlin Clark and is making it a task to try to humble this girl. And then people want sympathy now. No, you don't get no sympathy because you came in here basically putting her in a place that she didn't deserve to be, and she haven't earned. So therefore, this young lady, like I stated, is getting undeserved backlash because of the media. I'm glad she sold over 17,000 seats. I'm glad. That means that the eyes is really on the WNBA. But how much does it help when you got somebody that's only 1 from 7 from the three-point line? Because you know why? A lot of them is off the dribble shots. She not even taking what they giving her. They're not just giving her threes. A lot of them are contested. It's a losing formula. So far, they 0-2. It's important for these two teams to be good in order to grow the WNBA. The Indiana Fevers and the Chicago Skies are two teams that needs to be in the playoffs. That needs more games to draw, attention to the WNBA. That's why I know a lot of people may not agree or think that, but that's why I'm rooting for them to be successful, because that basically depends on the league. But everybody thought the New York Liberties was a joke of a team because they lost pretty badly to the Chicago Skies. But that was only preseason. But if y'all want to get if y'all want to get the NBA to grow, we got to start making sure the Jonquels, we got to make sure that the Irike, we got to make sure that Asia and all them, they get their credit, because you got some ladies out here balling. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't even the second or third best on this team. And that's sad. But like I said, you can't have somebody like Breanna Stewart putting up 31 points. You know what I'm saying? Putting up 31 points, but then you got Aaliyah Boston only giving you 12 points. Can't do it. Naliesta got to give you more. She didn't really do much. She only had 4 points. But I'm telling y'all, Caitlin Clark is literally only shooting 27% from the three-point line. But they want to give her the crown, greatest shooter ever. The female Steph Curry. I tried to tell y'all, man. I'm not hating. I want them to be successful, but I do understand what success look like. And in order for her to do well, she's going to have to utilize the fact that she know how to shoot the ball. She's going to have to utilize that to her advantage, so she can draw a crowd and have people, double teaming her. Therefore, somebody will be open. But she also needs somebody with a post presence that's dominating down low. Now, if she would have played with a Breanna Stewart, that would have been a recipe for success, because Breanna Stewart can do her thing. She, as a forward, she can do her thing. She can get to the rim. She can, post. She got a lot of post move, and she can shoot the ball. She could pass the ball too. She needs somebody like that on her team. But if they want to win, she's going to have to utilize what she got, which is a good shot. She's going to have to utilize that as leverage to work inside and out. They're going to have to work from the inside, right, through the big man to her. They're going to need a big man that can dominate to where they got to draw the double team. They're going to need that. If they don't get that, then obviously they are not going to have a successful season. But for those who, Caitlin this and Caitlin that and Caitlin this and Caitlin that, y'all looking silly right now, because y'all basically drew a bar. Y'all raised the bar, I'm sorry. And y'all didn't know what the product was when you playing with people that get top-notch training and who moves a lot quicker, who moves a little better, whose decision is a little bit smarter than the college players. See, the difference is the college players, when they play, they got to go through a system that the coaches set for them and hope that they thrive in this. In the WNBA, they have a lot more leisure. And not only that, the fact that the media is giving somebody like Caitlin Clark chances, undeserved credit. Yeah, you're going to have somebody like Breanna Stewart coming at you. And not only that, didn't Breanna say that she disagreed with the fact of the treatment? And she proved it. She proved that, that she's the dog. But why don't nobody know Breanna Stewart? She's a top dog. She won championships. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe she was MVP, right? This is a dog. Nobody knows about her though. So, hey man, the New York Liberties right now, they 2-0. But then the Indiana Fevers is 1-0. So they got a chance to get back tomorrow versus the New York Liberties. How would they play? They were successful with against Breanna this time. Now, I don't think that the lead is going to be as wide as it is, as wide as it is now, 102-66. I don't think it's going to be that wide. But if they continue to play, if Jonquel does what she does, if Breanna continue to do what she does, they're going to be hard to beat. They're going to be very hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? So the other person that I say that's a guard who did well, Sabrina Ionescu. I can't pronounce her name, but she's doing well. She's averaging 15, 7, and 5. That's good numbers. But I want to, believe it or not, see Kaylin and them do well because it would make the league that much more better. Numbers wise, it would bring a lot more attention to the league. But so far, you know, Connecticut and you got Chicago, you got the who else? You got the Sparks. A lot of them, they're good teams. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I could talk about this all day. But Caitlin, I think a lot of people need to take a step back and enjoy the process. And I'm not gonna step on nobody because right now she's looking vulnerable. She's looking like she doesn't belong in the WNBA. But I'll say this: I'll let time, you know, tell it all, and I'm not going to step on her while she's down. All I'm going to say is to those who have Caitlin Clark at the forefront of everything, scale it back. Let her do what she's supposed to do because as y'all see, the added pressure that she has right now, she is folding. So therefore, y'all need to make sure, man, that y'all continue to support, but also like from a distance and, you know, root for in the process of her trying to do well, you know, to continue to help the NBA build and thrive. You know what I'm saying? Be a player when it comes to that. Other than that, man, you know, y'all doing yourself a disservice. But man, thank y'all for tuning in. That's all I got. Hope y'all like the breakdown. You know, hit the subscribe button if y'all new. And I mean, that's all I got.